I really feel like we have to start tonight's show by talking about Cameron Payne. Because one, he just deserves it. Let me just type something in real quick. Bar. There we go. Campaign returns. All right. We really have to start the show off by talking about Cameron Payne. Now, keep in mind, you guys, there's going to be some things I'm going to need to go back and look at, but I really want to talk about Cameron Payne. And it has been forever. It has been so long since we've been able to play this drop that I made a long time ago. I need to update this, but welcome back, Cameron Payne. It has been so long since we played that. And I saw this. I even tweeted this little clip out. You guys are going to see me play this clip like so much during the show. Campaign. Man, let me just tell you the passion and excitement that I saw tonight from Cameron. I mean, look, I'm just going to keep replaying this. Look at that. Look at that celebration right there. The excitement and the passion tonight from Campaign was fantastic. So Cameron Payne returns, and we're going to pull up his numbers. Where is it? 16 minutes tonight, 14 points, 5 for 9 shooting, 3 made threes, 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls, 1 steal. So let me repeat. 16 minutes, 14 points. So 14 points in 16 minutes. 3 made threes, 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. Now, again, I'm going to need to go back and kind of like look at more possessions and all that. And I'm sure people will be uploading it on Twitter and all that. But he looked pretty good. I think that's fair to say. And I understand the foul trouble, the turnovers. The way I saw it was he didn't look too gassed, which I'm sure he might have been. I mean, he didn't play for like, what, 29 games or something like that? Someone fact check me on that. Didn't play for a long time. So, and he was on a minutes restriction. But for those 16 minutes, I thought he looked good. I mean, I want to say his first possession led to a 3. Like he took it up and he zipped it to the corner and the ball zipped around. Someone made a 3. He hit 3 threes tonight. As I mentioned, he was driving to the lane, laying it up, playmaking out there, just doing all the little things. Now, I don't really know what he looked like defensively. And there were a few times where it kind of looked like he got banged up a little bit and was like grimacing. There was a really scary moment where it was let me see their roster. It was someone on the Thunder roster. Was it Trey Mann or whatever his name is? Trey Mann like flew into Campaign and he hit the ground hard. And thank God his arm didn't get hurt because it was a scary landing. But Campaign kept getting back up. I was like, oh, he's going to be out of the game now. Like he's got to relax. Like you're just coming back from injury. You don't want him, He played well. He was so aggressive tonight and he kept getting back up. It didn't matter. That's why I want to keep showing you guys this amazing highlight reaction, man. Look at the passion right there. I thought he looked pretty good. And guys, this is really exciting because obviously Kevin Durant is waiting in the wings. Probably going to play March 1st against the Hornets. If not Sunday against the Bucks, by the way. But think about it. Campaign's back. Devin Booker's back. Landry Shamet's going to be reevaluated in a week. And then we pretty much have our full roster. Fingers crossed, praying to the NBA gods that we stay somewhat healthy headed into the playoffs. We need every available person we can get. We need as much playing time together as we can get, especially with Kevin Durant, because there's only 21 games left in the season. We need all the practice time that we can get. And that's why I made that video recently, you guys. I made a whole video talking about the Suns' rest of the schedule throughout All-Star break and really throughout the month of March. There's a lot of days off. I mean, we just had, 8 days off with All-Star break, and the Suns had a really intense, great long practice that was 2 hours, and Monty Williams said it was one of the most intense scrimmages, since training camp. So I'm super thrilled for Cam Payne. I'm going to keep playing this drop, man, because I thought he looked pretty good. And think about it, you guys. If Cameron Payne can give us 14 points and, a few threes and good minutes and, dishing the ball to guys and running up the offense and just being a playmaker out there, if he can give us that, especially with Kevin Durant, like, a lot of the talk has been the Phoenix Suns don't have depth and we're worried about a lot of their bench pieces. Well, a lot of our bench pieces have been injured this year. And guys are just starting to really come out of their shell. Like, I want to see this Phoenix Suns team like 98% healthy for like 10 games straight and just see how we can dominate the league. And think about it, guys. Like guys like Damian Lee right now are struggling, and Landry Shamet hasn't played in forever. And we haven't seen TJ Warren didn't play tonight for whatever reason. And Darius Baisley hasn't even played yet, which I'm still confused about. We're going to talk about that later. But think about it. We just have so many guys that can do so many things. And Cam Payne, who hasn't played in forever, put on a performance like this. I thought he had a good game. That's my Cam Payne talk. So I'm going to play his drop one more time because he definitely deserves it. Shout out to Cam Payne. Welcome back.
I was super excited. I mean, I couldn't calm down for nothing. That was the problem. Like, I couldn't calm down. But it carried me on into the game. I've been working hard on my shot, so it was kind of cool to see some threes go in tonight. When I was at about 14 minutes, I was feeling that win, especially when we like making runs. I gotta find my win back. We was going back and forth, but then I'm making shots. Then I'm talking crazy. I'm getting excited. All that's a lot of energy. But that's just me. I figure it out. Book just took my battery pack to go recharge it, so I had that energy in Milwaukee.
How much fun did you have though tonight?
A lot of fun, ton of fun. I miss being out here on the court. I've been itching. I've been watching from the back. Like, I've been wanting to get out there just to help the team. So man, it was cool to be back out there, especially the home game too. So like that was tough.
So now keep in mind, I screenshotted this. When it was announced. So I'm sure this is updated. By the way, Devin Booker tonight only had 1 3, which is hilarious. He only had 1 3. It wasn't the most efficient game. I mean, 25 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. So he put up his numbers like he does, but it wasn't very efficient. But now keep in mind, this screenshot was before, it was updated. But he is now the Phoenix Suns all-time field goal leader. So I want to say it's 1,050. Is he tied with? I don't know the exact number. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let me lower this bar real quick. Look at some of the legends on here. This is all-time 3-point field goals made in Suns history. You have obviously Steve Nash, arguably the greatest Phoenix Suns point guard ever. Thunder Dan Marley, 800 3-pointers. Sort of gets overlooked how great of a 3-point shooter Dan Marley was. Leandro Barbosa, one of my all-time favorite Phoenix Suns ever. The Brazilian Blur, who I think is an assistant coach now for the Kings, if I'm correct. Sean Marion, the Matrix. Raja Bell. Channing Frye. Jared Dudley, who played for us not too long ago. And I tweeted this out too. Look at the last 2 3-point field goal leaders on the list. The Twins. And they're right by each other, man. Mikal Bridges, 525, and Cameron Johnson, 434. I just found that list pretty interesting. And again, congratulations to Devin Booker. If you guys are just joining us and you don't know what we're talking about, Devin Booker, all-time 3-point field goal leader. Congratulations to him. He deserves it.
It means a lot, just, being in the company of, a name like Steve Nash, somebody that, I have a ton of respect for. And, one of my first games here as a Phoenix Sun, it was his Ring of Honor night. And just somebody that I've always kept in contact with and just understand how much he's done for this franchise. Two-time MVP, the list goes on. So, just be at the top of that list now, in an organization that, took a chance on me as an 18-year-old kid is, very important.
Again, not the most efficient night tonight, and that's okay. Because this is how good of a player Devin Booker is. He can still give you, on a very not efficient night, 25 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. What else is there? I saw one play where, maybe I'll just pull it up, but I saw one play where he sort of was double teamed, the defense backed off, and he drove in, they triple teamed him, and he still made the shot. Had a couple nice turnarounds in this game. Was just being Devin Booker, aggressive, driving to the rim. Nobody could stop him. He's just so good, man. Devin Booker. And you know what? Okay. I made a video. Some of you guys didn't like this, but I made a video recently saying how in my personal opinion, this is still Devin Booker's team. Some of you guys didn't like that. I received a little bit of heat in the comments. People are like, oh, it's Kevin Durant's team, and Kevin Durant's the best player, blah, blah. And I'm like, I understand that, but I'm like, this is still Devin Booker's team because, one, he's been here the longest, since 2015, never gave up on this team, never demanded a trade, yada, yada, yada. You guys already know Devin Booker. My point being this, and I did want to talk about this, was Devin Booker was recently, I forgot what the question was, but I have the quote right here. He basically was talking about, are the Suns a super team and blah, 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 blah. And here's the quote. He said, and I quote, "We only had one all-star this year, and that was KD." Book referencing that he was not a 2022 all-star starter, or referencing KD being a 2022 all-star starter, being the team's only all-star this season. Booker, a 3-time all-star who missed the cut for this year's game, missing 21 games due to injury, then explained why being called a super team would only distract the Suns from their ultimate goal. Booker said, and I quote, I just don't do all the titles and stuff, man. That's for you guys and everybody else. I know we have a really talented group, and I think enough to get where we're trying to go and finish where we're trying to. I can't read. We're trying to. Wow, I cannot read, you guys. I think enough to get to where we're trying to go and finish what we're trying to do. So that's my main focus. Everything that's said about us will come regarding how we finish. So you're probably like, Suns Geek, where are you going with this? You can't read. What are you talking about, Suns Geek? Well, Booker doesn't care about the titles. Booker doesn't care what I have to say. He's already a 3-time all-star. Whether it's injury replacements or not, he's still a 3-time all-star. I think he's past the all-star game now. Sure, would he love to have been selected and maybe played with a healthy Kevin Durant in the all-star game? Probably. And he probably would have done very well. But does he care right now? No. Will he care next season? Maybe. Right now, he just wants to go back to the finals and win a championship. So, in my personal opinion, this is still Devin Booker's team. And I'm sorry if that offends some of you. I even had one person unsubscribe to me, and he let me know about it because I gave my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the person that unsubscribed because I gave my opinion about Devin Booker. Anyways, I really wanted to get that off my chest, though. So, yeah, not the most efficient game from Devin Booker tonight, but still gave you 25, 8, and 6. Devin Booker was great, man.